What's up? How are you doing? Right now, we're going to visit a very historical place here in Ajmer. It's a mosque actually. It's called Adhai Din Ka Jhopra. And now we're crossing one of the gates of Ajmer. We are still in the area of the dargah, that's why there are many shops related to the dargah and the hats and all the things. But we're approaching that mosque that's so-called Adhai Din Ka Jhopra, and this mosque is a historic one. It is one of the oldest mosques in India and the oldest mosque in Ajmer. These are the walls of the mosque over there. Yes, over there. These are the walls of that mosque. And yes, this mosque was built in 1199, quite an interesting number, 1199. And it was built by Qutbuddin Aibak. This is the side of the mosque. There is another way over there to enter the mosque. Okay, then that way is closed, we'll go to the other way. The interesting thing about this mosque that it is said that there are columns inside that are taken from many Jain temples. This is the way over there. And this is the mosque from outside. And this is the mosque from inside. So yeah, it was built by Qutbuddin Aibak, the founder of the Delhi Sultanate, because after the death of Mahmud of Ghourid, he was the one who inherited the throne. He was a slave actually to Mahmud of Ghourid, and then he became the Sultan of Delhi, and he built many things. And as I told you, the most important thing about this mosque over here are the columns, and you can see the resemblance between it and the buildings inside Qutub Minar, for example. As you can see, it's really famous. This is the calligraphy outside. This calligraphy is phrases from the Quran, starting by Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most merciful. Now let's check the column and the roof itself. So, can you see the roof and the columns? These are not the columns or the roofs that you can find inside a Muslim mosque. These are ones that you can find inside either a Hindu temple or a Jain temple. And even the columns itself, you can see the differences. For example, in this column, in this section of the column, in this round section, there was statues actually, but of course were destroyed because the statues and are forbidden in Islam. Can you see here in this section, and in the upper section there was like statues, but the symbols, for example, of fish, of animals, were left untouched, but the statues itself was destroyed. That's why, for example, can you see, and over there, can you see the decoration of the ceiling? So yeah, that's why this mosque is very important, and it documents a very important period in the history of India. The beginning of the Delhi Sultanate, the demographic change that started happening in North India at that time, the behavior of some kings toward to the locals. So even you can tell, for example, this column, okay, it resembles this one, but this one doesn't resemble that one, and that one is different than that one. And basically, Muslims, authentic Muslims buildings were not like that. You will see this, all the columns are the same. This is what you're supposed to see, and the ceilings are not really that decorated. Let's take a tour again for the domes. This is first one, number one. Number two. Number three. Number four. Number five. And also I want you also to look at the ceiling. Look at the decorations of the ceiling. There is a legend about that mosque actually. They say that a huge part of this mosque was built in 2.5 days. That's why its name means the 2.5 day mosque. And actually, there's another story that says the reason of calling it 2.5 day mosque, that it has a Sufi idea that the life of a person is too short that it could be counted for like a 2.5 days. This is your life on this earth, and then you will have to return back to your original place next to God. So yeah, this was the idea over here. So yeah, this was our tour today in that mosque. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in my next destination.